could get an F and an incomplete? How could this be?
Over 16,000 boys and girls have been at Boys Town since 1917. And I can truthfully say that almost every one, without exception, of these youngsters has had a problem with homework. Really, one of the biggest problems we have as teachers of these youngsters is teaching them how to go about doing homework so that they can succeed in school. Because if you can't do homework, you can't succeed in school. It's as simple as that. We feel there are things we've learned here over the years that make a real difference in how well our children learn to do homework. In other words, there are certain easily learned skills that you can acquire to help your child with homework. We would like to share these skills with you.
According to the U.S. Department of Education, student achievement rises significantly when teachers regularly assign homework, and students consistently do it. Further, homework boosts achievement and directly influences how much is learned. Studies also indicate that most parents want to be involved with their children's schoolwork, but are unsure of what to do or how to do it. At Boys Town, we use 5 steps to solve homework problems. First, we start out every teaching session on a positive note. We use effective praise. Second, we tell the youngster exactly what we expect of him. Third, we demonstrate exactly how to do what we expect of him. Fourth, we don't get into arguments. We don't allow ourselves to get angry with the youngster. The final step is the family meeting. It's a time for everyone to sit down, praise the youngster for what he has accomplished, review the rules, and discuss progress. These 5 steps are explained in detail in your viewer's guide. Let's return now to the scene we saw briefly earlier. Through this all too often real-life dramatization, we feel parents can learn skills which work and which can be applied to real life.
I just don't understand this.
Well, we both know Mark was never a great student, but this, well, it's just a shock.
It's got to stop. So I guess we need to do a complete overhaul with him.
Well, to help him, we'll probably have to overhaul ourselves as well. Part of this problem is ours.
You know, bad as this is, things could be worse. Now, we know that Mark's not on drugs. He certainly has plenty of friends. He's not too moody or depressed, so we can be thankful for that. But the problem's still there. Mark, that was a really good game you played last night. 10 points, good defense. The coach happy?
Yeah.
Was Central supposed to give you more trouble than they did?
Well, they have about the same record as we do.
I hesitate to bring this up right now, but there's something else we need to talk to you about.
Yeah, what's that?
They got a notice from school. At the moment, you're getting an F in English and an incomplete in history. What's wrong?
Hey, look, I've been a little busy. I can take care of it, no sweat.
Well, the school is obviously concerned. Your counselor thinks we should meet with some of your teachers.
There's no need for that. I can take care of it.
Well, we hope you will. In the meantime, we will be talking with your teachers to see what they have to say about it.
Mark's parents have just done 2 important things. One, they began the discussion by praising him. The importance of this cannot be overstated. If you simply punish your child, you will change your relationship with him and the homework problem will persist. Second, they informed Mark and went ahead and made appointments with his teachers. They did not ask his permission to do this. Establishing a relationship with your child's teacher is often an important step. It lets the teacher know you're interested and involved. It also lets the child know you're interested and care about his work. And in this case, it enabled Mark's parents to learn exactly what his problem in school was. Studies show that effective homework assignments do not just supplement the classroom lesson. They also teach students to be independent learners. Homework gives students experience in following directions, making judgments and comparisons, raising additional questions for study, and developing responsibility and self-discipline.
Well, Mark's attendance is good, and he's a nice kid, but he just doesn't concentrate on his homework. Sometimes it's partly done, sometimes all done, but real sloppy, and then other times it's just not done at all.
No, he participates in class. He just doesn't do the homework. It's as if once he's out of school, it's over and there's nothing more to do. He treats the homework as if it's optional, and of course it's not.
Mark?
Yeah, I'm in a hurry.
Come here, Mark. I want to talk to you. I'm concerned about what your teacher told me today. Well, let's talk.
All right.
We saw your teachers today. They seem to like you and are concerned.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Oh, really, they are. They said you participate well in class.
But?
Well, they say you're not doing your homework. In fact, they say you haven't done it all semester. Now, is that true?
No, I've done some. They're exaggerating. You know how teachers are. They expect you to do everything.
Well, getting an F and an incomplete is not a sign that you've done almost everything.
I told you before, I'd change that. Give me a chance. Why do you believe them instead of me?
It's not a question of who we believe. But school is important, and you're not doing well because you're not doing your homework. So we need some rules.
Terrific.
Well, it may not exactly be terrific, but it will help make things better.
Things are just fine now.
No, Mark, they're not. You have to face it, that there's a problem and you're going to have to change. And the only way is to develop better homework habits.
Notice again how Mark's parents began the discussion with praise. They told him that his teachers liked him and liked his class participation. They'll now describe what is expected of him and the reasons he's expected to do what they outline.
First, we want you to write down your homework assignment for each class and then bring it home.
It just shows you don't know what happens. I don't always have homework for each class.
Okay, then write that down. But list each specific assignment when you do have homework.
Second, clear your desk upstairs and do all your studying up there.
Why?
Because we all work better when we have an area where there are no distractions or interruptions.
That's crazy.
I don't think you tried it. Now, Mark, you're in trouble with your grades. You're going to have to try something new.
Does that mean no radio?
Right. No radio, TV, or telephone. And when you've finished your homework, we'll check it over and give you help if you need it. Now, how about doing it right after dinner?
Mark's parents have now introduced some specific rules. First, he's to write each homework assignment down. Second, he is to study at his desk. Also, when studying, he is to have no distractions, such as radio, TV, or telephone. They set a specific study time for Mark, right after dinner. Finally, they agreed to check his homework and to help when necessary.
Hey, Mark, I thought it was clear.
What?
No radio.
This isn't radio, Dad. It's stereo.
No good. Now, come on now. Remember the rules. This homework has to be done.
Uh-huh.
In addition to establishing rules, it's necessary to be persistent. A natural tendency today is to feel, well, the rules are in place, everything's fine. But of course, it doesn't work that way, especially with teenagers. Persistence and patience are needed.
Did I see your homework list today?
I don't have it, Mom. I'm in a hurry.
What's the hurry?
I'm going out with some of the guys.
But you don't have your list and you haven't done any homework.
Sure I did. I finished it in school, and what I have left over, I can do in study hall.
Now that's not right, Mark. You're supposed to have a list to show me and do it at your desk.
Trust me, Mom. Everything's okay. See ya.
We need to talk.
Something wrong?
It's Mark.
Well, what is it?
Well, tonight he didn't do any homework here, and he didn't have his list made up. And he left saying he'd get it done later.
Well, what did you say to him?
Oh, not much. I was angry, though. I think it's time to get his attention.
Now, your mom and I feel you've been trying with this homework, but it's just not working out. Now, it's not easy, but you need to try harder.
Why do you say that? Just because I didn't have the list last night? I told you, Mom. I finished it at school.
Well, you may have done some of it, Mark. But as your father says, it isn't working out.
Sure it is. Just wait till you guys see my final grades.
No. Now, we talked with a couple of your teachers again today. And you've improved a little, but you're still not doing what you're supposed to do.
You two were at school today?
No, we called them.
Oh, great.
Now, here's what we're going to do. until your homework is completed and checked by your mother or me every night. There will be no TV, no radio, no telephone, no stereo, and no friends. Either you going out or them coming here. Is that clear?
Also, at the end of each week, we're going to call your teachers and see how you're doing. If you're behind in any assignments, then you're grounded for the weekend. But if we get good reports on Thursdays, then you can use your privileges. TV, talking to friends. With good reports come rewards, such as going out on the weekend. We can talk about that. But first comes your homework. Everything else depends on how you do that.
And finally, we're going to sit down every Thursday night and go over the week.
Mark did not respond satisfactorily to the first rules his parents gave him. The rules were good ones, but Mark requires even more structure. Therefore, his parents have taken away his privileges. No more entertainment, no more visits with friends, no more going out at all until all the homework is completed. Notice also that his parents did not do these things in anger. This is important, for if the child feels anger, he will attempt to undermine the parents in some way, either by refusing to do the homework or by doing it poorly. Problems do not get solved by yelling. Finally, the parents set up a time every Thursday night to discuss how things have gone. This not only allows for a review of the week's work, but can be a nice opportunity to talk to your child in an interested and concerned fashion.
Oh, what's the matter, Mark?
This is boring.
Well, what is it?
English.
You understand the assignment?
Mm-hmm. Read this boring book and answer some questions.
Well, you know, sometimes all of us have to do things that can seem a little boring. Certain things on my job can be boring, but I do them anyway.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with me? You get paid for it.
That's life. For you, for me. Well, we can't always do exactly what we want to do.
Yeah, but I hate having to read this boring book.
Okay. But there are two important things to keep in mind. Number one, reading this book affects your grade in this class. People are now judging you to some considerable extent on your ability to get the job done, like homework. Now, whatever you want to do, go to college, trade school, technical school, whatever, these grades are important.
But that's a long time from now.
Son, it seems that way now, but it's not. You'll be here before you know it.
Okay. What's the second thing?
Well, feeling the way you do, reading this book will be an accomplishment. When you've finished, you'll feel you've done something that was hard. You'll feel better.
Why?
Well, because people feel better when they've done something that's difficult for them. And who knows? Maybe the book will get interesting. Either way, you win, and you learn.
Mark's father, without saying it word for word, has just introduced a concept crucial to the Boys Town approach to homework. Performance precedes self-esteem. What this means is that if Mark performs well, his self-esteem will grow. And as his self-esteem increases, he should do better in other areas of his life as well. His basketball, his social life, whatever he chooses to do. Most of the time, if a child performs better, a child will feel better about himself. This is easy to say, but helping your child get to this stage requires love, patience, and perseverance. However, it can be done, and is well worth the effort. The values you establish now are the values your child will live by when he leaves home. They are values for life.
Well, Mark, we've gotten 2 successive good reports. We're proud of you.
Now, like we said, the privileges start to come back. Now, it's Thursday night. What would you like to do?
I want to go out.
Okay, but remember, the homework continues and the rules continue. Understood?
Yes, Mom, I understand.
This scene is the final step in the process, the family meeting. The family meeting in this instance was once a week. Its original purpose was to assess and praise progress, review rules, and discuss concerns. It appears to have accomplished its objective in terms of improving Mark's homework habits. Beyond that, the family meeting can now continue and can address new issues as they arise in the future. Research on both gifted and disadvantaged children shows that home efforts can greatly improve student achievement.
Well, this is a big improvement. The F ended as a C, and the incomplete a C plus.
And 3 Bs. That's just great.
Uh-huh. And now that we know the problem and have our rules in place, next semester should be a big improvement.
Right. Clear rules, clear consequences, and we enforce them consistently.
Yes, we're all in this together.